around.
Joe starts torturing this one terrorist into telling him where his wife is. The guy finally gives in and tells Joe his wife and everyone are being held on the 3rd floor of the resort.
Well, his torture could have been worse. Joe could have made him watch the first Marine movie, am I right?
Some more terrorists come and chase our stealthy hero around. He gets cornered and shot at.
Oh, I got shot in the side. It's just a scratch. I'll walk it off.
I have to say, Marine 2 has a whole lot of lame slow-mo action sequences in it. It just makes you nauseous watching them. And wow, this has to be the most silliest choreographed fight scene ever. Come on, they look like they're dancing part of the time. So after Joe beats up the 2 terrorists, we find out Demo, or whatever he calls himself, and his terrorist buddies want to release the hostages, but under one condition. They only want to release the hostages to Michael Shaw, because he is a government representative. Fuck, okay, whatever. While all this negotiating is going on, Joe Linwood sets off some fireworks. The terrorists get startled by them and all run out of the resort to see what's going on, while leaving behind all the hostages. Smart guys, very smart. Joe sees this as a chance to save them all. He gets them not even halfway out. Instead, Joe gets a boot to the face.
That was actually pretty hilarious. You know what? I'm going to put that on repeat for a bit.
I can just see Joe Linwood's catchphrase now. I used to be a Marine, but then I took a boot to the face. Okay, enough of that. So it's back to the old drawing board for Joe Linwood, I guess. Oh, remember that Michael Shaw fellow? Yeah, guess what? He was working with the terrorists all along.
Gasp!
Anyway, Michael Shaw's deal to split Darren Connor's money with Damo goes sour and, well, he gets blown up. Yep, life sucks. And I like how Damo stands right next to the explosion. Real classy. Like, shouldn't he be dead as well? It was a bomb after all. Anyway, the terrorists take Robin and everyone else and tie them next to bombs. This one bad guy is told to finish off Joe, but he screws up. And Joe, being the all-American American, counters his attack and literally kills the man while having his hands tied. Wow. So Joe breaks free from his chain. Like, really, he just breaks his own hand to get loose. That must hurt like a bitch.
Well, I know one way to get rid of a useless, defective hand.
Or you can just bandage it up. Good call, Mr. Joe. Damo takes Joe's wife and leaves the hostages to their doom, or it would have been their doom, but Joe comes to the rescue again and... Oh, for fuck's sakes, Joe. You're as stealthy as a horny boar. So the two battle for a bit, and it looks like the terrorist got the upper hand. Looks like it's the end for Joe, but then look who shows up and saves the day with extreme force. Church.
They teach you that in the army? Nice shot.
It's double up. What can I say?
Oh man, total bromance going on between Joe and Church. So Joe and Church move everyone out, and Marine 2 becomes a fucking Michael Bay movie all of a sudden. Explosions! 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 Fake looking explosions, by the way. Like, just look at this bomb going off. Talk about churlish or what? So the resort is in total blaze, but don't worry, everyone made it out alive, according to Darren Connor.
Oh, thank God you all made it out.
Wait, didn't one of the hostages get decapitated?
So Joe goes after Damo, but Damo sets a trap for him. Robin tries to warn Joe, but nope, and the trap blows him up, leaving him to die in a pile of boulders. But fuck that noise. Joe's the all-American American hero, damn it. Nothing kills this reincarnation of Theodore Roosevelt. Like, come on, really? That blast would have killed anybody. So Joe and Damo face off in a one-on-one battle. Damo takes Joe's gun and starts shooting and chasing him. I like how Joe knocks down this hut. So they both end up near a dock, and wow, that is one silly looking expression from Damo. They both land on a net and wind up on a boat.
Fuck your toes! We running this, let's go! I'm on a boat! I'm on a boat!
No, shut up. We don't need to hear that song again.
Joe finds his wife underneath the floor of the boat.
Get me out of here! Quick, get me out!
And also a spear. Joe takes the spear and stabs Damo in the shoulder, which makes him fall backwards, causes him to knock over some gasoline canisters. Yep, I used to be a terrorist, but then I took a spear to the shoulder. So Damo decides to try and take down Joe one last time, but fails. So he just decides, it's kamikaze time, motherfuckers, and shoots a flare gun he found on the boat into the spilt gasoline canisters, which causes that boat to blow up. But don't worry, Joe and Robin emerge from the water safe and sound, and reunite and spout gabbity-goop to each other.
So much. Let's go home.
Then the movie ends, credits rolling and all.
These Marine films put out by WWE Studios are just pathetic attempts at trying to brainwash and recruit people to joining the U.S. Marine Corps. Like, join the Marines and you'll be as mighty and awesome as Ted DiBiase Jr. Truth, duty, valor. I swear, Vince McMahon is part of the Illuminati. Jump cut. Anyway, the Marine 2, I found it kind of stale and just as redundant as the first Marine. Both movies followed the same crap formula as well. Both Marine films had protagonists trying to save their wives. Both films also had well-known big actors in them. And both films sucked. But let's just talk about Marine 2 and never mind about the first Marine. I think people still have nightmares about it.
You remember when Nostalgia Critic reviewed Space Jam and complained about Michael Jordan being a terrible fucking actor and how bland and boring and dull he was? Well, that's pretty much how I felt about Ted DiBiase Jr.'s acting in The Marine 2. My god, just monotone, and throughout the film it just looked like he was staring blindly into space. The next problem. Apparently The Marine 2 was inspired by true events based on the Dos Palomos kidnappings. Like, I'm not trying to censor or tell people to cover up where they get their inspirations for their artwork, but man, really? Like, a shitload of people got killed during the Dos Palomos kidnappings, and you're telling me that The Marine 2 is based on that horrific event? Fuck! That would be like if someone made a movie about a plane crashing into the CN Tower and stating it was inspired by true events based on the 9/11 attacks. It would be just as bad as making fun of Nick Berg on a crappy internet video. And last problem. I don't relate or feel anything for anyone in The Marine 2. It didn't make me want to root for the bad guys or the good guys. They all fucking suck. I'm sorry. Jolene Wood sucks. Robin Leedwin sucks. Robin's boss Darren Connor sucks. The terrorist group sucked. Like, my god, never seen so much incompetence. They were just awfully portrayed villains.
I will cut out his heart!
Like, I didn't care at all who got killed or hurt in this movie. Just all around bad character development. And sorry, Walking Dead fans, but Michael Rooker was also pretty terrible in this movie.
Son of a bitch.
His character Church seemed very uncanny to me. And Michael Rooker is supposed to be good at playing uncanny characters.
So yeah, Marine 2 is just too damn silly. I give it a 2 out of 10. What do you give this movie, Bret Hart?
I thought it was mediocre at best, and maybe a 4 out of 10 or 3 out of 10.
Oh, 4 out of 10, 3 out of 10? Is that being a little bit too generous, Mr. Hitman? Whatever. Either way, we're still bros for life, man. We're still bros for life. I'm the Senator. I'm glad you took the time to watch this review, and I'll see you all again next time.
And now, a message from The Miz.
Hey everybody, it's me, The Miz, telling you not to forget to get your copy of The Marine 3 Homefront, starring me, The Miz. This movie is awesome! Woo! So awesome, I tell you. Woo! I got a concussion. Holy fuck. I need medical attention. Oh! There is no doubt, guys. Keep your bitches fucking out.